Yeah, it's a very unfortunate position that we're in. It's going to be extremely bumpy, whatever happens. I mean, it's bad enough watching Parliament, but you imagine trying to run a business in circumstances like this. I'm very confident that under a no deal we'll be absolutely fine. But I think, lots of people in the country just want to get on with it.
We have a Chancellor of the Exchequer who's trying to pump more money into the economy, apparently. We hear he's got a big cash pot to spend, but he can't spend it because he doesn't know what's going on in Brexit, so he has to hold his fire. This is affecting the UK economy very badly at the moment. Lots of investment decisions are not being made because of the impasse over the road.
Yeah, I think the evidence is actually the UK economy is doing pretty well. We had figures out the other day showing that January GDP was growing more strongly than it was before. But it is true that the economy is not doing as well, I think, as it should be doing, and indeed not doing as well relatively as it was doing before the Brexit uncertainty hit home. So I think this carries a silver lining, though, because I think as and when we get this Brexit business sorted out, I think there's a good chance actually the UK economy will do very well.
Despite the vote this afternoon, and we heard Bill Cash just talking to our audience today, just saying, look, he doesn't even know what he's voting for necessarily this afternoon. No deal is the default position of the UK because it's enshrined in law at the moment. We could still have a no deal. How damaging would that be in the short term, bearing in mind a lot of international companies, including the likes of Nissan and others, will not be making investment decisions in the UK?
Well, these words no deal, frankly, have taken on significance completely out of proportion with reality. What no deal means is no deal of the sort that Mrs May's been trying to concoct, no overarching agreement. It doesn't mean to say we don't have a deal on anything at all. What it means is we get out straight away and we get on with the business of making free trade agreements with countries around the rest of the world.
But yeah, that can take years. That can take decades. I mean, you and I knew that Pascal Lamy had a full head of hair potentially when he started the Doha round, and he failed a decade later to get a free trade deal. So I'll put it to you, Roger, that you say get on with free trade deals. I know the Australians are ready, but literally no one else is ready to give us a free trade deal. And we'll be a small country compared with some of them. And we know that in bilateral trade deals, big blocs such as the EU, such as the US, such as China, they really do exert perhaps undue influence on the smaller countries.
Well, a lot of people think that way, and I don't know where to begin because there are so many errors in all that.
Well, that's actually factual correct. The bilateral deals always work out better for the big partner.
Big blocs are actually very bad at negotiating trade deals. The EU is a very bad negotiator of trade deals. Switzerland and Singapore are good negotiators of trade deals. Now, the key thing is this. You do not need a free trade deal in order to trade. What is the extent of the free trade agreement between Britain and the US? I'll tell you, Zippo, we ain't got one. And yet America is Britain's single biggest export market. You do not absolutely need free trade deals. Now, they're nice probably if you can have them, and we should try. The other really important point is only 12% of the UK's GDP consists of exports to the EU, which I think means that 88% does not consist of exports to the EU. It's carrying on. It will carry on. People are getting this out of perspective.
Roger, finally, one more. Do you see any form of consensus that the Parliament could get behind to create a deal so we can move on from this as well? Because no deal, whatever, we don't have anything at the moment.
Well, sadly, I don't know. I don't know what's going to emerge from all this. Parliament doesn't seem to have a majority in favour of any sort of deal. It's possible that if we get a delay, I think it's possible that as we try to get other sorts of deal and people examine what the consequences of all those might be, it's possible that ends up with a majority for no deal.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.